Is here on Michigan's Morning Show with Michael Patrick Shields.
Michael Patrick Shields is on the air.
Good morning, world.
Good morning, Michigan. A very pleasant Monday to you, and it's a pleasant Monday in Northern Ireland where they're still celebrating Rory McIlroy's record-breaking win, the 111th U.S. Open at Congressional Country Club in Washington. He's 22 years old. He shot 2 under par 69, finished the U.S. Open 16 under par. That's a record. Smashed all of Tiger Woods' records, and people are saying maybe he's the new Tiger Woods. Here's what Rory thinks about winning his first major championship.
To get my first major championship out of the way quite early on in my career, especially after what's happened, the last couple of months, it feels great. And, just looking forward to putting myself in the picture for hopefully many more.
We will go live to Northern Ireland in just a couple of minutes and get reaction. Authorities, meanwhile, say 2 suspicious items found on an inbound flight in Syracuse have turned out to be harmless. Police tell Syracuse media outlets a passenger alerted the crew of the Delta Airlines flight about the items after the plane arrived at Hancock International Airport from Detroit, a Detroit flight into Syracuse. They were small black plastic objects, and they had wires attached to small batteries, so they called in the bomb squad, and they determined the items weren't dangerous. I don't know what they are, but they're investigating how those objects got onto the plane. Sometimes you wonder if it's a test of some sort, either by the authorities and they don't know about it, or by somebody who's thinking of using a real bomb and wants to see how far they can get. In any case, it came from Detroit and went in to Syracuse. It's 8 minutes after the hour. Right now, there was a mysterious going on in Mount Pleasant, as I understand it, the Sacred Heart Catholic Church in central Michigan there at Mount Pleasant. And parish deacon Jim DeMedio is on the other end of our line right now. Good morning. Thanks for being available on short notice.
Good morning.
We have listeners all across the state and listeners in Mount Pleasant as well who are curious about this story. It was published in the Detroit News as well, and some of them were within the sound of the bells yesterday. What happened?
Well, I don't know too much about it because I was out of town last week, so I don't have a lot of information for you, but apparently there's just simply a programming issue with the bells, and we're unhappy that it was being distressful to some people. The bells are supposed to be a good thing to call the people to prayer, but they have been shut off, and until the reprogramming is set, they won't be going off again.
One of the 3 bells in the tower, I guess, started ringing without human provocation, according to the story. And that happened between 11:30 and 11:40 p.m., so that's getting close to the midnight hour, as you say. I wondered, and some people probably wondered, how could the bells ring without human provocation? We thought maybe there was some sort of divine message being sent out, but you say it's a computer matter?
Just simply a programming matter is all. That's right.
Oh, okay. Well, that explains it. It's the science involved, not the mysterious ringing of the bells. It would have been kind of neat, but I guess even the old-fashioned bells are run by computers now, huh?
Apparently, like I say, I'm an accountant. I'm not an expert on it, but again, they're meant to be a comfort to the people and call to prayer. And as they become a nuisance, of course, we shut them off immediately as soon as we could, and we're going to get it reprogrammed so that it goes back to normal.
Okay. Thank you very much, and we'll see what happens. That is the deacon there at the parish in Mount Pleasant. He says, I believe that we live as if reality is 90% of what we see and 10% of what we don't see, but the truth is reality is 90 of what we don't see. And it means that sometimes things that go on that have nothing to do with what you think. President Obama, you know him, right? Conservative women's groups are seeing a little bit of a double standard in the lack of reaction from liberal feminists to a couple of things he said lately. President Obama was talking about Debbie Wasserman Schultz, the chairwoman of the Democratic National Committee, and he said, quote, if you're in the foxhole, you want Debbie alongside you because not only is she charming and has that dazzling smile, but she's tough as nails, end quote. And then at another fundraiser, he said that Wasserman has a cute smile. He said, we're so proud of her. She's a mom. She's got that cute smile and all that, but she's tough. Was that inappropriate or sort of condescending to talk about her having a cute smile, talk about her being dazzling and charming? Would he said that about a man? If it were a handsome man, would you say, he's a handsome guy with a killer smile and he's also tough? Probably not. So we're going to get in touch with Ann Doyle from Ann Doyle Strategies, see what she thinks about this. She's usually following all these stories when they have to do with women in the workplace. If your boss said that about you, let's say you just you had the most sales in your division, and he got you up on stage to give you an award and said, wow, this lady's effective, and she's got a cute smile, too. Would that be appropriate? What do you think?
I knew you were going to ask me that question.
Well,
I don't know. I guess it depends on the context, because it's nice to know that you have a nice smile or that you look nice today or something. So I guess if it's not meant as like a, hey, you have a really cute smile, then it's not bad.
all right, but let's put it this way. I was at a graduation party this weekend, and a lady walked up to me. She's a teacher, and she loves the program. It was very nice of her to say that. She watches on TV. She listens on the radio. She reads my columns in the paper. She was very flattering. And she asked about you. She said that Amanda Wall, she's really something at that age to have a job like that. And what if I had said to her, yeah, she's really effective. She gets great guests and manages the show and looks after me, and she's really cute, too. Would that be okay?
I would take that as a compliment.
You would?
Yeah. I mean, I don't think that it's, I don't know, maybe it's because I've known you long enough that wouldn't bother me, but I don't see that as an issue. I don't think cute is derogatory.
Huh.
That's just my
Well, what
personal opinion.
if I ran into someone at the party and they said, your audio director, Tony Cuthbert, he plays some really good music, and I said, yeah, he's very creative and he's very quick, and he's also a handsome devil.
That would be very nice.
Would it? What does that have to do with it? Is that Ann Doyle right there on the line one? It is Ann Doyle from Ann Doyle Strategies and the author of Powering Up. So thanks for being available on short notice.
Good morning, Michael Patrick.
Well, what do you think about it? The president has called the head of the Democratic National Committee cute. He says you want Debbie alongside you in a foxhole because not only is she charming, she has a dazzling smile. And then he went on to say she's got a cute smile. She's a mom and she's got a cute smile, but she's tough.
I think we're going over the deep end here in terms of being hypersensitive about things. And I really do. And you know me. I mean, I'm a huge advocate in terms of the importance of women, reaching parity in terms of leadership positions in this country and all that kind of thing. But I think we have to be careful about not being too hypersensitive. And if somebody said that I had a cute, actually, I won a smile contest one time years and years ago.
You did?
Cute smile. I mean, I wouldn't take offense at that as long as that's not the only thing they're zeroing in on. If they're talking about being tough and being somebody you want in the foxhole beside you, and they've got a cute smile, I'm not going to get all worked up in a lather about that.
Okay. Well, he didn't say that, David Axelrod was handsome. He didn't say that. He just said it about Debbie Wasserman Schultz. That's Ann Doyle. Ann Doyle Strategies. Powering Up is her book, How America's Women Become Leaders.